Gauteng Premier David Makhura says that the 125 million rand tender for COVID-19 personal protective equipment is the biggest financial scandal that his government has faced since he became Premier in 2014. Makhura has placed Health MEC Dr. Bandile Masuku on leave of absence over his alleged involvement in the controversial tender to supply personal protective equipment to the department during the coronavirus pandemic. The tender was awarded to Royal Bata, a company linked to presidential spokesperson Kusela Diko's husband, Thandisizwe Diko. Makhura has appointed Roads and Transport MEC Jacob Mamabolo as acting Health MEC. The Premier has also announced that more than 90 companies tasked with supplying PPEs are being investigated for possibly inflating prices or other unethical practices.
At this point, I'm really disappointed to have an MEC who has been leading in this front very well, facing allegations that I can't ignore. I'm therefore giving MEC Masuku leave of absence, but we can't close our eyes to it. It does raise question marks on political leaders, on government work. If you ask me, it's a setback as the Premier who has so much confidence in the MEC, but it is true, he must clear his name. The full number of companies now that are being looked at by the Special Investigation Unit is 102 companies. It doesn't mean if you are in that list. So if there's a company that is in that list and they feel really that they did great work, the investigation will say so. There are many businesses that may have also delivered PPE, but according to our Gauteng audit services, they had been red flagged, and our health department was advised not to pay them. In that 1 billion that was stopped, the payment that was stopped. We now want everything that has to do with COVID-19. It's not just a PPE. We want to make sure that there will also be investigations of all COVID-19 expenditure. It is shameful, utterly shameful, to have money meant to help save lives being open for general loot. But all we know is that there's an investigation now. If you like, this is a sin of crime.